Shooting a video topic. Today I was testing it against the house. The house doesn't look as good. If you're going to be outdoors, you got to shoot some green behind you. So got my green screen behind me. Today I am going to be talking about smaller channels versus bigger channels. Just going to be talking about smaller channels and why I like them better. So they both have positives. But there's something about smaller channels, and I might not even have my finger on it exactly why I like it, but I'm gonna try. So stay with me, and I wrote some of this stuff down, so if I kind of look like I'm looking at something, it's because I am, which goes against smaller channels really, I think. But so there's two ways that a beard community can communicate with each other. Well, two main ways. One is with YouTube videos, putting them out there, and the other is kind of like a one-sided conversation, and the other is live chats, and they tend to take place, I don't know, at least from what I see on Instagram and YouTube are probably the two biggest places. There's probably other places though. This video right here is brought to you commercial free, and that's one of the perks of being one of the little guys. So there's that. So first thing I wrote down is the smaller guys seem to be more casual, and that could be an array of different things, casual in all aspects. But I wrote you might see more of their personality just going on in the background. They tend to be more flexible in where they can shoot. Seeing that I'm outside, I've even seen this week on a live video where they were walking outside, sitting on their patio, or driving a car. But that could be very dangerous, by the way. It's not texting, so I don't know if it's breaking any laws. The laws are always changing. I know you can't text and drive, but they are reading texts and responding back verbally. So that reading text is kind of the dangerous point of a text, and that's kind of going on. Who knows? I find, so there's benefits to both. They seem to be less scripted, which gives us a more chance for more expression. And when I say expression, that could be all mannerisms of everything. Like more laughing's going on. I think it's just more like face. You just get to see more going on with their face. I mean, that's not always the case. I just think, in my personal experience, it's more. A lot of times they have somebody in the room with them just to bounce things off of. Not even necessarily, they're just bouncing off of somebody. So that other person could even be just off of camera. I also wrote down, yeah, you can see more expression from the face. Oh, they also get to be more excited about little things. Something like one package of one item could be the topic of the day, versus some of these bigger channels, they get literally a box, and it's like a conveyor belt. Like, check this out, move, look at this, time for this, look at, move. So you get to spend more time on one thing, usually because they have less to look at. This might get some people upset, but I feel like smaller channels have less hidden agenda, and I'm just saying less, not like they have no hidden agenda. Maybe they're company owners and they're trying to sell a product. Obviously there's that. Usually if you're a really good company, you're not like pushing a product the whole time. Just getting your face out there is selling your product. So it's more get to know the person. I find it's the person that sells the product, not always the product that sells the product. But just as far as hidden agenda, I wrote this could have different meanings. But if you make a video about your top 5 beard washes, and all 5 of your beard washes all have affiliate codes, that definitely has an agenda. It has a money gain for you. So there's different motives going on. Talking about lives, and I'm going to be talking about, like, there's like all ranges of sizes of channels. I'm going to be talking about the micro channels, my favorite, the smallest of the small channels. So maybe this could be my screenshot. Small. First thing, I find the comments to be scrolling through at a reasonable pace. Usually I can still kind of keep up with what I'm reading, but I can't like take it all in. And sometimes it's literally like woo, 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 versus kind of like a really slow scroll, or it just kind of pauses at a comment and then the host can address each comment before another comment is coming in. I've seen it where some of the smaller channels that have only a handful of people on literally address every comment. So, and it's almost like you're as much important to the whole video. Without you being there, some of them might not even have a reason to go on. So like, it's kind of like going to a birthday party. You want all 5 of your friends to show up. So, and you know you're important to that group of 5. The host can see every comment. And another thing, they tend to know everybody in this small group, or if they don't know everybody, they could know everybody later on. They maybe even ask a question during that, and over time they could build a kind of a rapport with people. I think the viewers have a better chance of knowing other commenters. So if you have the host up here and you have the different viewers, you can kind of the viewers can check out other viewers, and over time everybody can know everybody in the whole chat. So there's that's really awesome. That's got to be maybe one of my favorite parts. Viewers tend to persuade the direction of the topics discussed. Just a few days ago, this beer channel was talking about food, and who doesn't like to talk about food? And I'm pretty sure going into that chat, food was not even a thought that they were going to talk to. It's just how things kind of naturally, organically flow, and that's an exciting part. The host many times doesn't even know where a particular topic will lead, and that's going back to the whole casual thing. And who doesn't like casual Fridays? Who doesn't want to be casual? Are you in your PJ pants right now? Your pajamas? These lives tend to be more frequent if you are just putting out, if you don't have a topic, you can just come on more often. Just say, hey, what's going on? Let the viewers let you know what's going on. So they tend to be more frequent, more impromptu. Going back to the non-scripted, more like a friend is calling you up and not so much like a scheduled news program. So you know the news is on, more of like talking with you versus talking at you. And I know it doesn't sound, it's more of a negative light. There's just something about it. You know, the news is there to give you information. This is more of like a give and take. I like that. I think a lot of you like that. And you don't even have to have one or the other. You've got all sizes and types, and you can find exactly what you want to find. And I wrote, if there is a giveaway, well, this is a bonus. If you're talking about a smaller channel and there's a giveaway, which many times there are, sometimes even more so than the bigger channels, your chances of winning are greater. It's funny because I like to play up it's a little windy. Hopefully you don't hear that wind from last time. I'm not using an external mic. So I did not think it was going to be windy, but when it goes from hot to cold, it gets a crazy wind. Their giveaways are so much better. I almost want to like get the news out, like, hey, come on guys, let's all get in here. But I know the statistics of winning are so much greater when there's a lower number that I like both aspects of it. I like winning, and I've won probably more times in a smaller group. So not that that's a big deal, but it's there. It's just there. I think at the point, many of the regulars don't need beard help. Yeah, this is kind of like a little closing statement. This was a shorter video of mine. I think a lot of the regular people that check out these beard videos, which tend to be regulars anyways, unless it's some sort of a beard help video, and even that, it's the regulars I think that are there. I don't think they need so much help about beard help anymore. I think we've all heard the big points, just probably little tweaks here and there. I've seen where every channel covers the same thing. So we're all getting the information many times over. And is the beard even as important now at this point as the community? It's really funny. I wasn't gonna go here, but there is a YouTube guy, no, actually an Instagram guy. He was a pretty well-known barber for another big company, and he quit. And then so he's doing his barbering stuff. He's just a really like laid-back dude. Of course, he gets questions every now and then, like, "Hey, beard questions." Like, "Hey," and then the whole coronavirus thing happened. He's out of a job. Both him and his wife are out of a job. You don't hear so much about that aspect, and I don't even think. I know he's hurting. Like, being out of job is. It's not like he's getting unemployment and like getting the same checks or something. I mean, he's kind of his own owner, so I don't even know if he has anything to be unemployed from, except from his income. But somebody asked him, like, he was just like, "Oh, this sucks. I'm out of a job." And somebody's like, "Hey, can you give me this like beard tip?" And the dude was like, and I totally get it after what he just said. It's all in context. He's like seriously, bro, does that even matter at this point right now? So I totally got where he's coming from. It's funny. But I wrote, I think at this point, many of the regulars don't even need beard help. And is the beard even as important as the community that surrounds it? And with that, comment down below. Leave your comments, because I will get back to you. I've got the YouTube Studio app on my phone, so finding comments are really easy. I'll get back to you, and we can keep the discussion going. What are your thoughts? Thanks.